How's it guys, Dumelang? You know, dealing with my hitman akwa America. One hitman is from the US and the other, or hit woman, is from Jamaica. Ba bereka ba botla ba tla mpolaya tle. Nthapedi seng moloi wa ko molotsana wa ko Jamaica le hitman ya kwa America. Molotsana o hirilwe ke hitman ya kwa America. Anyway, part 4. Let's move on, right, from the hitman in the United States and Jamaica respectively. One is a hit woman. Last process on my physite, alright, is something that I believe is a miraculous find, you guys. This is for medicinal purposes. I found it in my mom's stash, likely because she was dealing with like some wound or something, like maybe oil, and then she scraped her, I don't know why she would fall, but you get my point. Or like this is it's an ointment called Bactroban, as in Bactroban. And I think it has made a massive difference in my life. The reason why there's so much light in my face now is because of YouTube. My computer, I switched it on, right? Anyway, cool. This is Bactroban, and when I saw the name Bactro, I imagined bacteria. So I imagined it deals with bacteria, and I've got bacteria on my face. Well, I mean, that's acne. P. acnes bacteria. So I went on the internet to go and interrogate whether or not this stuff would work on acne, and lo and behold, the number of testimonies, like, you know, people coming back with like praise reports about Bactroban working on the acne was like alarming. I was like, oh my goodness, this thing is like right under my roof. And my mom just like, there are so many of them that are just sitting there that she like uses like a little bit of and then just kind of throws it to the side. So I grabbed one full tube to test it, and I think it has contributed to my situation. With me, it's one of those, you know, I don't know if all of these things are working for my acne or some, but the combination has like forever young. Okay, no, I think it's more about the acne more than it is about rejuvenation of youth or whatever. It has definitely subsided my acne, so I think this is beneficial. Even if you're like 2 years old and you don't yet have issues with aging, this will help you not break out, you know, like acne vibes. So the Bactroban, you must be careful. The stuff, if you've got oily skin, if you have got like me, like wapatsi ma nkare, you know that like baby tongue, sunbeam, if you don't want to beam like the sun, you must be careful with how you apply this Bactroban, because it can really cause you to not so much glow but just look oily. I think I put a little bit too much Grand Sharp on my finger right now, but with this thing it's very difficult to put back in the tube, so I'll just use the rest as moisturizer on my face. I dab it on to my face as well. Alright, all over my face, guys. Usually my acne like gives me problems around my cheek area, but then my forehead is also sometimes kind of afflicted, and underneath my chin. Like I never used to struggle with acne underneath my chin until the acne issues that I have, I never used to have them until like before persecution. So I don't know if it's a combination of, it is actually a combination of stress and the witchcraft attacks that have been slapping my life with people literally putting spells on my actual face. Like, yo, as in, repent, guys. Repent. So everything on my face, as you can see, I've been dabbing, guys. I just dab. And the reason I dab is to, I don't know, I think it's better application, but to also prevent the stuff from getting in my eyes, because these products, when all of them are combined, they just kind of hurt. Okay, hurt is a very strong word, but what I wanted to say is, they make my eyes burn. Yeah, so yeah, dabbing helps to prevent burning. If you're a makeup girl, you know how to dab, like what, from here to Timbuktu. But a lot of us don't have experience with makeup, so we sometimes just apply products like, you know, the whole face, just like, you know, so the rest of it, I'm just gonna let you guys know that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, so that's my skincare product, not product, but regime. I use those products that I showed you, starting off with the aloe leaf, and then I go in with Aqua's Cream Moisturizer, and then I go in with the 2 anti-aging creams, which I then dab both of them around my eye area and my laugh lines, and then I go in with the benzoyl peroxide from Benzac, and then the other one, the Oxy Cutum, and then I go in with Bactroban. No, not Bactroban, but that it's got glycol in it, that like hyperpigmentation cream, and then the Bactroban. Like, it appears to be a 20,000 step process, but I've been struggling with acne for a little under 2 years now, and this is the first time that I'm actually really busting a cap in its knee without seeing a dermatologist. So I think it's worth your while to check it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, go check it out, you guys. Cool, I hope you've been edified. So now we're gonna like go into the hair game. I actually rocked up here to talk to you guys about a strategy that God has given me. Like, he literally has whispered it. Woo, guys, I'm whipping my hair back and forth because I'm like Willow Smith. Anyway, whatever. I washed my hair. Yes, guys, we look like this after we remove your towel. We're not like the white girls who's like tendril, who's like, you know, straight hair strands just kind of fall down looking all cute, you know, in the water. When you come out, you like, it's like salon selective, salon shine. No, we look like this when the towel comes off. So just deal. It's the way we do, black people. It's our life, eh? Hey, but once you've done your afro nice, then you look really, really lovely. Alrighty. I wanted to talk to you guys about what under heaven is going on in the kingdom of darkness, and what under heaven God has told me to do. What's going on under heaven in the kingdom of darkness is frankly a lot. So guys, with my afro, I've divorced, like, letter of divorcement, because it's been unfaithful, as it is written in the scriptures. If a woman commits adultery, a man shall give her a letter of divorcement. But thereafter there is adultery committed if she remarries. Yeah, okay, well, I have divorced. On my head, ikama, kotlwan. Me I finger ditangolo. No more loss of hair, dealing with like a tuft of hair ngaga, just cause you decided to go on right ahead in these days to be unfaithful to your hair kakama. Hey, you shall never remarry ikama enye ever again while your hair is still alive. Never. Literally apply a biblical principle to that. So with my hair, I finger detangle it, but the thing about finger detangling is every so often you have to, for the life of you, you know, try, like, even the finger, like, your hair gets a lot more kind of knotted because you don't get to every last hair, but there's literally a lot less breakage. And the best way, if you're a finger detangler and you don't use a comb, you need to have your hair constantly in some kind of a protective style. Otherwise, you might end up in the long run just getting all these knots and bundles that happen, knots and bundles. I have not gotten around to doing that with my hair. Why? Because life is really bitter and it's hard, and so I haven't like plait or anything like that. But now I'm realizing that every time I wash my hair, even with my finger detangling, literally I lose too much every single time. So if I could just extend the amount of time that progresses between me what do you call this, like manipulating my hair again, and the next time I wash it, I will then also reduce the amount of breakage. So I'm going in with a protective style now. Let's move on to the next part, and then I'm going to show you my moisturization process, and we are going to like protective style while we talk about Satan in the kingdom of darkness. Okay.